Hello, and welcome to a guided meditation story where you are the leading protagonist in this story. I would like to invite you to sit down or lie down in a nice, comfortable, quiet place where you will not be disturbed. Now, before we begin, you may like to take 3 deep, long breaths to help you relax. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Last one, breathe in and breathe out. And now we shall begin the story. You are walking in your garden. It is very warm and quiet, and you can hear the birds singing, and you're looking around the beautiful flowers and the green grass and the green plants. Suddenly, you see something shining at the bottom of your garden. It's catching the rays of the sunlight. You walk towards it, and you notice that it is a crystal skull. You bend down and you pick it up, and you notice that it is quite heavy. The skull crystal is yellow, and it is sparkling in the sunlight. You look around and you wonder where it came from. Then you see a portal start to open just ahead of you. It is a circular portal, and all around the perimeter of the circle is a glowing yellow light. The portal gets larger and larger, and through the portal you can see another world. You begin to walk towards the portal, holding the crystal skull in your hand, and you walk through the magical portal. You find yourself in another dimension. You look all around you, and in this world there is a blue hue, a light of blue all around you. It is very beautiful, and you can see rays of sunlight, and the sky is blue, and the ground is blue, and you can see stars. Even though it's daylight, the stars are shining blue. Ahead of you, you see a tree, and the branches and also the trunk are colored in blue. You set down the crystal skull near the portal, and you start to walk through this wonderful blue world. Ahead of you, you notice a figure, and you walk towards it. As you approach it, you realize it is a blue fairy. She looks magnificent. She's dressed in whirls of blue and red clothes, and her wings are like the colors of a beautiful rainbow butterfly. She is holding a wand, and at the end of the wand is a yellow glowing light. She nods at you and says hello and welcomes you. You ask her where you are and what world this is. She smiles and tells you that this is the planet called blue theta. You ask the fairy what her name is, and she tells you that her name is Marianne. You ask Marianne the fairy how you got here, and she tells you that you found a portal and that you are special because you're able to cross different dimensions. You point towards the crystal skull near the portal and you ask her what it is. She says that it is a sort of key that allows you to travel through different dimensions, and that your planet Earth is awakening and it is connecting to other different worlds so that you can travel and visit different planets and different galaxies and different dimensions. The blue fairy, Marianne, asks you if you would like to visit another dimension. You nod your head yes. She then creates a door in space using her blue wand. Suddenly, the outline of the door shimmers into existence. There is a golden knob attached to the front of the door. The blue fairy invites you to turn the knob and to go through the door. You walk towards the door and place your hand on the golden knob and you turn it. As you pull the door open, red petals suddenly flutter out of this new dimension. And on the other side, you see that it is really beautiful. Through the doorway, you see that it is very beautiful. There are rainbows and white birds fluttering around, and all around the air there are red petals flying through the air. It looks very pretty. You smile at the blue fairy and tell her thank you. You walk through the magical door and enter into another dimension. You find yourself standing on the grass and you look all around you. It is very quiet and peaceful. You can hear the birds singing and rainbows all around you. The sky is a brilliant blue color and there are white birds everywhere flying. You catch one of the red petals that are flying through the air. They feel like velvet. You bring the petal close to your nose and you smell it, and it smells the sweetest fragrance of roses. You look around and you start to walk, breathing in the fragrant smells of nature and flowers. In the distance, you see a lake, so you decide to walk towards it. The lake water is glistening in the sunlight, and it is a crystal blue color. On the lake are wonderful, beautiful ducks and swans swimming around. As you walk closer to the lake, there are birds flying near you. One is yellow, one is red, and one is orange. They speak to you telepathically, and they welcome you to this wonderful world. The birds tell you that the reason that you're able to visit this world is because you're in touch with your inner child. It is your inner child that wanted to come and visit here, and that you are now welcome to come here anytime you so wish. As you reach the lake, you sit down by the bank. and you look at the wonderful, glistening blue water. The three birds perch themselves next to you, and you turn to them and you ask them what this planet is called. They tell you that this planet is called Onus, and that it is a planet of peace and tranquility, and that you are welcome to stay here as long as you so wish. You sit by the lake and enjoy the lovely nature views. After some time, you start to feel a little bit sleepy. So the birds tell you that you can go and stay at a cottage that is by the lake. You turn your head and you notice that there is indeed a lovely, beautiful cottage not so far away. You decide to go and walk there. The birds travel with you. As you get closer to the cottage, you notice it is covered with beautiful purple wisteria flowers. You approach the cottage and open the door. Inside, it is very nice and comfortable and beautifully decorated. You walk towards the bedroom and open the door. The bed is neatly made with a white duvet. You take off your shoes and climb into bed, and you drift off to sleep. The birds tell you that when you wake up, you will find yourself back in your own home planet and in your own bed. They bid you farewell and tell you that you can come back whenever you like. And you then close your eyes and drift off to sleep. The end.